Now, before I get into this, I have to say this. Disclaimer. I am not endorsing any candidate or picking a side. I'm simply just having a conversation about strategy and thinking. So now that we got that out the way, the election time is coming. I think they said like 100 days or less. But you're about to see competition, like a rhetoric competition, strategy competition, perception competition, money spent, millions spent on commercials and ads, rhetoric going back and forth. I think they said he's trying to dodge the debate. You're about to see almost a blood sport. The kumite. You're about to see that. And you got to be mentally prepared for it. Don't get caught in your emotions and don't let this stuff play with your emotions. A lot of people get real sticky and emotional about politics. And a lot of times for the regular person, do we really know as much as they know? Being on the ground, regular level, middle class, working class, how much time do you really have to know about politics? When you got to go to work every day, you got to pay bills, you got kids, you got to think about them, school about to start back. So I look at this, in my opinion, I just look at it as entertainment. They trying to come at each other in different angles. They sometimes try to make it personal, trying to get up under each other's skin and trying to see who's going to slip and fall and lose ground in the race. So it's like watching like a mixture of basketball, football, WWE, all of those things into one. And then when it get towards the end, it gets crazier as it get closer. So what I'm saying is don't get caught up in it. This will definitely be a competition, and it's gonna be crazy. And I'm hearing in the news that Trump is kind of don't want to debate Kamala for whatever reason. Looking at this from an objective standpoint, when you think about debating with a woman, like the opposite sex debates, those are tough. A lot of times, it could be a no-win situation. Um, it's gonna be tough to see if they do how can they stay balanced when it's two different. When it's two men debating, it's a little different than when it's a man and a woman debating. Let me know in the comments what you think. But it's gonna be crazy if they do because the balance of man, woman, male, female, the issues and stuff like that, and the competition of the debate of how they're gonna come at each other. You got an entertainer, you got a district attorney. All of those things come into play. It's gonna be crazy. And I know they trying to pull this whole old DEI kind of deal, but when you think about DEI, from my perspective, think about the fairness of it. It was made because things was unfair. The race was unfair. It's kind of like you start running a track meet, and you start out on the block, but another person starts out on the 30 meters ahead, based on whatever. But they just don't get and you have to almost be a stronger and that's the way you got to counter it. You have to be a stronger, better, and more refined in order to beat it, even if they take it away, because skill level will always find a way or get you to a point of winning. And people cheat. That's just how the game goes. We watch the Olympics. People take, enhancers. People cheat in the real world too. And that's why DEI and affirmative action was created. Think about Trump. Looking at this from a totally objective standpoint, Trump had no political experience. All he had was on TV, had a known face, entertainment industry, and money, and known as a CEO or whatever. and he was able to run for politics. Now you got Kamala, who did it probably the more traditional way, became a DA, kind of worked her way, and was selected to be vice president. But like I say, you're gonna see so many angles of how they come at you. They're gonna come at you the 40-degree angle, 30-degree angle. They're gonna run a cover two. They're gonna blitz. It's gonna be so many strategies used in these days leading up to it. You have to look at it from a balanced approach, an even kill standpoint. Because if you don't, you're gonna play into it. You can put yourself in a bad position of trouble. And I'm not falling for neither one of them. I'm just watching, seeing the competition, seeing the strategy involved, and I hope you do too, and don't let it get caught up in your emotions.